So welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. And with me now, Charlie Duffield. How you doing, Charlie?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, really good, mate. Looking
good, man.
Up in the top.
Yeah, the British Fitness Boxing, they look after me. They always keep me out with my training club and all my bits and bobs. So, yeah, they look after me. Zen from British Fitness Boxing. If you don't know about British Fitness Boxing, give them a follow. And they've got some wicked bits there, definitely.
Mate, you're selling it. You're selling it.
I'm selling it. I'm trying.
I see the photos come up occasionally of you modelling different stuff and all the rest of it. So I'm sure your wardrobe's fully kitted out.
Yeah, it is. Do you know what? I can actually truly say their brand and their clothing is second to none. It is really top quality. So I don't even have to sell the brand. It sells itself. Like people that's actually got the clothing and stuff like that, it's so good. Literally, you try and shrink a jumper and you struggle to shrink it. It's that the quality of the material is that good. But he always looks after me, Zen. And out of all obviously I'm not a model, but out of all the lads that do the modelling, I'm the only one that does boxing. So it's a bit of a mixed environment. So it's good. It's really good.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to have a chat with Zen now that I've had it, I've put it out there a bit more. Hopefully he'll give me a freebie. So
if he don't give you a freebie, tell him to look after you. Mention my name, he should look after you.
He'll punch me in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, so Charlie, we're here to talk about you, mate. Before we, obviously there's a fight potentially coming up around sort of June time. We'll go right back to the start. Where did it all begin for you? When did boxing sort of show up in your life?
Get out now. Out. Sorry.
It's all right, mate.
Yeah. Shut the door right now. Shut the door now. I can't get away from the kids, sorry. Bloody mad ass. They're murder. I started boxing when I was, I'd say, just gone 10. So I was quite young. I was having a lot of problems in school, getting in a lot of trouble, too many fights and stuff like that. I started when I was just turned 10, and it literally, all the fights, everything stopped. It learned me a lot of discipline, and I had to sort of not like, it just calmed me right down as a person. And I learned to fight in the ring instead of out the ring. So, yeah, it taught me a lot, definitely.
Yeah. So did you go into having sort of your amateur career before you hit the pro ranks, or did you go straight in as pro?
No, I was an amateur from 10 to I was 16.
Okay.
I won the schoolboys at 16. I won the schoolboys, then give up.
Oh, right.
Everyone was like, why you give up? Like, your best fight in England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales. And I was like, nah, I feel like with the dieting and stuff. And I was like, literally just stopped. And everyone, but like my dad follows me all through my boxing. He's the one who got me into boxing. But everyone was like, they was just shocked. And then I had 5 years out, and I was 21. I remember I was 20, and I said to Brian O'Shaughnessy, I'll make a comeback next year, because I watched the ABAs. I watched his boy Dudley O'Shaughnessy fight in the ABA final. And I went, yeah, I'm going to make a comeback next year. This is going to be me. And they all started laughing. And the next year, I think it was 2 months or so before the ABAs, I turned up at the gym, West Ham, and they was like, what the hell? Where's Charlie come from? And I was like, that's it, I told you I was going to make a comeback. So I had like 2 months good training, solid training. And then I went in the ABAs and I got to the elite final. So got beat on points in the final. Box bad pretty much in the final. But done well to get to the final after 5 year layoff.
So you think pretty much you were done deal at 16. That was pretty much it for you. It was like, yeah, I've got to the top. I can't be bothered to diet anymore. I want to enjoy your food and all the rest of it. And then you come back 5 years later, get to a final, and that's giving you your hunger back, really.
Yeah, but it was a weird one for me. I can't even explain why I give up after 16 when I was doing so well. But I think all the dieting and stuff like that, all my mates was always going out and stuff, and I was missing. I felt like I was missing out on everything. So I just had a break. Sort of grew and turned into a man because I was only 51 kilo when I gave up, and I went back at like 87 and went in the ABA at 81. So I sort of grew and into a man sort of thing. And
you found food, Charlie.
I found that's it. That's what it was. I think I needed to find the food to grow. But yeah, so and then I went back but I was always stop-start. So I kicked myself sometimes because I went back at 21, got to the national final, then sort of stopped after that, and then sort of went back the next ABAs a couple of months. So I wasn't never in it. I was always stop-start, and I didn't actually turn professional until I was 29, I think. So I was late turning pro, really.
So what do you think that is then, Charlie? What do you think, like, because a lot of people, they get, as they move along, they get the buzz more, don't they, for the sport stuff? And do you just feel you didn't really find it, or?
I think it was, I went down the wrong sort of path. I was hanging about with the wrong people. They always wanted to be out. And I just feel like I got sidetracked. I was with the wrong, always out with the wrong crowd and stuff like that. I feel like I got sidetracked and slipped off down that wrong path and never got back on it, which, like I say, I kick myself now because I'm 33. I still feel good from the age. I ain't going to lie. I feel like I'm in the best I've ever been, but I'm 33 and I'm doing it now when I could have been 23, 24 if I'd have stuck at it, or even younger. So I kick myself, but then now is the time where you can't look back and have regrets on. Do you know what I mean? You just got to look forward to the future now. So and try and get out of it what I'm set to, like to win titles and stuff like that. I'm set to, in my mind, I want to win the title before I retire. I'm certain I'm going to win a title. I'll make sure that.
Is there a particular title you've got your mindset on?
Do you know what? It ain't even. I don't mind what title, but I just want to win a title. So I'll hopefully get back, have a couple of fights to get myself back into it. Because I've been out of the ring for over a year and a half. So it's a while because of the COVID as well, and then back in for a Southern area and go to original route, Southern area English, and try and climb the ladders that way. But I said to my dad, everyone, I said before, I'm still dedicated. I'm still in the gym. I still work hard. So there's no. I know people say, "Oh, you're getting older," but age is just a number. If you feel old, if I feel old, then fair enough. Maybe I say, "Oh, I'll call it a day," but I don't. I still feel I'm 25, 26. I've never abused. I never drink, take drugs or anything like that. So I've never abused my body. So I still feel good from the age. So I'll keep pushing on.
Yeah, and like you say, mate, it isn't the age, is it? It's your wear and tear. And if you'd got to 33 and you'd had loads of wars, loads of fights, and things are different because your body's been through it, isn't it? But you're to 33. You've had what, 9
100%.
fights?
Yeah, I've only had nine pro fights. I had 80, I think about 80 amateur fights, but that was from a young age growing up. So yeah, it's not like when you look at some 33-year-olds, 34, and you think, oh, it comes in, but they've had 400 amateur fights and 30 pro fights, and like you said, been in some right old scraps, some right wars. Then it takes its toll on your body a little bit more. But I haven't had that, so I've got that. I've still got that little bit in my locker, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, and you've been sparring. We'll drop the name in now. You've been sparring Billy Joe Saunders as well, so it's good experience for yourself. And you've got Mark Tibbs in your corner as well.
Yeah, definitely. Like I can't ask for better sparring than Billy Joe Saunders. Like how slick, how good he is. He's one of my favourite. He was one of my favourite when he wasn't with our team. So he's such a good fighter. I really hope he doesn't against Canelo. He's got a big task ahead of him. He knows that himself, and but I'm rooting for him. I'm behind him. But yeah, sparring with Billy Joe, two-time world champion. You can't ask for better sparring, especially to be he's in our team. So yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and as I say, you got Mark Tibbs as well, cracking trainer. You know, you couldn't ask for a better guy to help you get back on the track.
Yeah, 100%. I got Mark Tibbs. He's the next legend from his dad, Jimmy Tibbs. Jimmy Tibbs he's been in my corner, my cutsman, and the knowledge he knows with Mark, how much he's learnt from his dad, and he's picking up from his own path as well. But yeah, he's unbelievable. What he knows and how good he is. I believe I can win a title with his guidance as well, definitely.
Well, mate, it sounds like you've got everything going for you. You know, you've got good people around you. You've got good family. I know the kids run in and out, but that's how it is here, mate. Don't worry about it. That's nice. But you've got everything heading for you in the right direction. So you're looking after yourself. You're training well. You seem like more focused now than what you were sort of talking about all those years ago. You seem more driven to what you want to go and do. So
it's weird because I was only saying to my wife last week, I feel more driven and more focused and more determined than ever, and I'm getting older. But maybe it's the knowledge I've learned over the years and stuff. Like I've done a few things wrong, and your diet, your nutrition. Oh, that never went right. It's now I've learned all the. It's like I've learned all the bad.
Yeah.
I know where I picked up, and so I know what I needed to correct and stuff like that. And I've got, like I said, I've got a wicked team around me. Mark Tibbs, Jimmy Tibbs in the corner. So we've got Stephen Andrews, who works alongside Mark Tibbs. Now he's been in our team for nearly a year and a half, I think now, and he's learned so much around him, around Mark and Jimmy. He's picking up so much, and he's a quality trainer now as well. So yeah, we've got a wicked little team. I've got a good nutritionist and strength conditioner, Ben Lewis. He's brilliant. He helps me stay focused and on my food and stuff like that. 'Cause it's easy to slip off. You're dieting so much. It's easy. I need a bit of chocolate and stuff like that. So it's easy to slip off track and stuff like that. But it keeps me on track and keeps me focused and stuff. So yeah, it's all good. It's all going well.
It's almost like having a second wife, isn't it?
It is indeed. Like it's so you hit the nail on the head there. Like they text you, what's your weight? How do you feel when you spot? Like it's all like I thought I knew nutrition until I've actually got a nutritionist on board. But you don't, and you're like, bloody hell, like you sparring, right? You need to carb this time, you need to eat this and that. And it's just the little things and the little knowledge they know is second to none. It's unbelievable. And without them, without a nutrition and stuff like that, boxing is so much harder.
Yeah. Do you ever get to the point where you're like, look, just leave me alone? Just like, can I have a chocolate bar?
There's do you know what? There's times where you think, oh no, I need a chocolate or a cake because I like a bit of chocolate. That's my downfall. I'm not really a sweet person, but chocolate, like sweets, I'm not bothered about them. But chocolate, I'm like, damn. But my nutritionist says to me, like, I'm on like a can calories and stuff like that, and it's all strict. But he said, if you want a chocolate bar, have a chocolate bar. Put it in your. So if you're on 2,100 calories a day, and your chocolate bar's 300, you've got to take 300 off your. So you only allowed 1,800 for your food and stuff. So you can eat.
You can have it, but it's like a sin, isn't it? Almost like you can have it,
yeah,
your daily
comes out of your food and stuff like that, and then you think, So sometimes I'm like, oh, I've got 300, I could have that chocolate, but then no, do you know what? I'm gonna eat a proper meal, and then you feel better eating it. But then every now and then you can have a chocolate bar. So it's an hard one, but
I'm probably not helping you, am I, mate? I'm probably not helping you at all, am I?
Do you know what? Sunday I had an egg of that, and I said to my strength coach, I said, listen, I've been good for a couple of months now, getting back on it. I had an operation in December, like a hernia operation, and I was off for like 11 weeks. And obviously over Christmas, being off, you can imagine how much weight I put on because I was just not doing nothing. I couldn't even walk and stuff like that. And I was like, so I've done well since I come back. I think I've lost about 11 kilo already. So he's like, yeah, you done well. You can have an egg of that. But I ate an egg and I sort of had an egg and a bit of cake. It's like, I felt sick after. I was like, now I feel sick. I've overdone it. I had a chocolate rush, I think. But yeah.
So Charlie, what's the big question, mate? Before we get to the Billy Joe Saunders Canelo prediction, which I'm going to chuck at you in a minute, the big question is, what's your favourite chocolate bar, mate?
My favourite chocolate bar is, it's rather Snickers. I like nuts and that, or Reese's. No, like the peanut butter Reese's.
Oh, so my daughter.
So I love peanut butter and nuts and Snickers. So yeah, Snickers or Reese's.
Well, tell your nutritionist I said you can have one.
Yeah.
I'm sure that'll count for absolutely nothing.
That's it. Yeah, it'll be good.
But honestly, mate, I wish you all the best. I know you're going to be cheering for Billy.
Yeah.
No, it's a hell of a tough ask. It's a massive one. But how do you see it going? If Billy's to win, let's put it this way: if Billy's to win, how does he win?
If Billy's to win, I would say points. Reason being, I'd say points because Canelo has got a fucking chin. He's got a great chin. I showed it with GGG and stuff. GGG can punch and he hit him, and it was like it just didn't move. And I was like, wow, his chin's unreal. They're saying Billy Joe has got a really good chin, so it's going to be a great fight. And like I said, I'll be rooting for Billy, he's my teammate and stuff like that. I really hope he does do it, but it is a big ask. It's a tough ask. Kylie, I'm on the phone. Wait. This is my sorry. Yeah, it's a tough ask. Yeah, it's a tough ask, but yeah, I'd say points if he was to win, because obviously they've both got great chins, but he's in America. When you get the points, that's the problem. The other question I've got is, no matter how, because if Billy does beat him on points, it'd be a class performance, and it'd have given him a boxing lesson, I'd imagine, like moving, bang, move. But would he get the decision in America? That's the other question. Do you know what I mean?
Canelo's the golden child, isn't he? And it's
exactly that. He's the golden ticket. So would he get it? Like it's an hard one, isn't it? It's a really hard one.
No, it's definitely a tough one, mate. And
like Canelo is unbelievable, and he proved that against Callum Smith. Callum Smith is a great fighter. I love Callum Smith, but he made him look mediocre. Like it was unbelievable. Yeah, it was unbelievable. And I was looking and thinking, bloody hell, if he can do that to Callum Smith, someone who's such a great fighter, like bloody hell, like yeah. So I think we've got to cross our fingers, cross our legs, cross our body, and just root for Billy. Do you know what I mean? Because he knows he's got a big arse, and if anyone in the world's to beat Canelo, it would be Billy Joe Saunders, because he's so slick and he's such a good fighter. He's absolutely unbelievable. By far the best skillful fighter I've ever sparred with, and I've sparred with some great fighters, but he's unreal. He hits you with 3 punches and he's over the other side of the ring. And you think, where the hell, how'd he go? It's mad. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a great fight.
Yeah, great times ahead, mate. And as I say, I really hope to see you back out in the ring in June as well. And yeah, just give it your all, mate, and keep doing
it. Yeah, well,
and
even getting a couple of small hall shows, because it's all going to hopefully open back up. So even I can get a couple of back-to-back small hall and then straight back in for like a southern area or something like that. So yeah, I'll give it my best shot. Don't worry about that. That's for sure.
Well, as I say, you're a top bloke, Charlie, and I wish you all the best, mate. You've got your head screwed on.
I appreciate it.
You got your head screwed on this time and you're ready to go.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Like I say, I'm more focused than ever. But no, I appreciate you reaching out to me and speaking to me. It means a lot. Thank you.
We'll keep in touch, Charlie, and we'll have a catch up in a couple of weeks. And yeah, keep hiding in the toilet, mate. It's the only way you can get away from it.
Yeah, that's it. That's the way I get away from the kids, isn't it?
You take care, mate, and thanks for your time.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you very much. Take care, mate.
Yeah, see you soon.
Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you. Charlie Duffield. He'll do his best to hide from the kids. He even got into the toilet at the end just to get away. Yeah, what a top bloke. Really rooting for Billy Joe as he's been sparring him. He's got Mark Tibbs in his corner. He's hoping to get back out himself in June. Just a really nice guy, and I wish him all the best for the future. As he say, get those small hall shows back up and running, get a couple of those under his belt, and then get out there and get a title. He just wants to get that title, and there's no reason why not. So wish him all the best for the future. You've been watching JG's Fight Talk, as always, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. If you like what you've seen today, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Check out the rest of the content, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you very much. Take care.